where the Boombap meets the
Gsh-t. Boombap meets the Gsh-t show. DJ C, DJ Dgaf. What the fuck is up, C's?
Oh shit, this fucking going down, yo, in a real motherfucking way.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
Hell yeah, dude. We got the legend. We got him back in our building, G. So let's bring him in correctly.
First we couldn't get him, and now we got him again.
I know. I know. We chased him for years, G. And now we've been getting lucky. And today I want to say, I wasn't in his neighborhood, but I was cruising on Adams Street.
Ooh,
G.
nice.
And it was this. It all tied in when you said we can get this next artist. His album's coming out. He's a fucking legend. Let's bring him in right. We got Conejo in the building. What up, G? Rabs.
G-Rabs.
G-Rabs. What up, G?
What's happening?
What up, G? Welcome again.
What's going on, G?
Right here, fucking, just came through on this promo run.
I love
came
it.
to fuck with y'all first, but came on this promo run for the new album that's dropping today. It's my new album. It's called The Reset.
The Reset. We've been watching it. We've been seeing all the little.
Yeah. I've been working on it for like 2 years.
For reals?
Yeah, I've been working. You know what? Honestly, this is probably like my first studio album.
Okay.
There's a thing is recording songs.
Okay.
I record songs like a motherfucker. I don't think there's nobody in the game that got more songs than me.
I believe you.
La neta. I got over 110, 120 albums, 1,500 songs.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of work.
But this album is different because
real quick, and that's what I wanted to say, G. Your longevity, you're a legend, G. You did it for a long time. But not only that you've did it a long time, is that, and I said it before, that you do it your way, and you did it your way. You made people come to you, and you are a legend because you did everything your own way. You hustled your own way. You did it independently, and now you're here, G. You're doing big things, G. We're gonna talk about The Reset. The Reset is out today, Friday, July 28th. How many bangers?
It has
G?
11 songs.
11 songs.
And we're gonna wait about like a month or 2 months after. Then I'm gonna drop the deluxe that comes with 6 more songs.
Okay.
And I think the album's like
Is this your best work?
You know what?
It's good work. It's great work.
I think, like I said, I think it's my first studio album. Like where we had writers, the way we produced it. It was a collective.
Is the band in it?
Nah, but we used a lot of live musicians. You know, I had Tim Pugh from the Alien Ant Farm played a lot of the bass lines on it. We had Bob Dylan's niece sang a bunch of shit on it. We had I got a song on here with Be Real. It's called Sinister Hill.
I seen that. That is hard. And then you got the song with Prayers.
Yeah, the song with Prayers.
That's out right now, right?
Yeah, it's out right now.
How's that doing? I mean, people love that. How's that combination doing?
It's different. That's the thing. See, my shit's I always been in this lane. You know, this look like let's talk about the West Coast.
Let's do it.
Okay, look, there's the thing.
Speak on it.
I've said this before. Like when I came up in the game, there was no East Coast, there was no West Coast. It was just hip hop.
I love it.
And that's my foundation. That's the shit. That's how I grew up. If I'm bumping Schoolie D, I'm bumping the LA. I'm bumping the LA Dream Team.
This got fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard.
If I'm bumping fucking
This got chills.
If I'm bumping Kumo D, I'm bumping fucking whoever it may be from out here. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
You're like
Toddy T.
You're like
Toddy T, King T.
You're Boombap meets the Gsh-t. That's what you're saying.
That's me right there. Boombap meets the Gsh-t. That's me all day.
That's what the fuck we're talking about.
So like.
That's what the fuck we're talking about.
When I came, of course I come from that area, West Adams. Every little area has their own little certain vibe, And so when I started making these songs, I was just doing me. And then I came from that digging in the crates. I have that in my background. Like we come by albums and then we're, trying to find that right sample.
I love it.
And then,
we still do that, right? Like I'm sure you do.
We still do that. So, we went from the fucking Roland S550s to the SP12s to the SP1200s to the MPC 60s to the MPC 3000s. Before the MPC 2000,
This guy's hip hop.
This is why I'm getting chills.
I come from that, And I think that I mean, because of age too and time, but a lot of the homies that came later, the line was already drawn in the sand.
Right.
So they were like, "Fuck the East Coast. I'm riding with the West Coast."
Right.
And they gravitated towards the sound that they thought that's the West Coast.
That was the right.
Which is like a derivative of like G-funk or something like that, you know. And
I like what you're saying because
you
that's
know,
the truth.
but me, I just always like I never cared about that, and so I always been in that lane, you know, in my own lane, and it's cool because I'm the king there. No, ahí I'm in. There's no competition. There's no fucking There's no.
And I think that's why a lot of people. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just got excited. I think that's why a lot of people dig you, G, because you are in your own lane. And when they talk about a lot of Latino rappers, when they talk about them, you'll always hear a big up. Conejo. Conejo is the guy. You know, they'll be like, and I'm with you, G. Like I love what you just said. Like there was none of that, and that's okay. That is my age, and that's all right. But that you just see music for music, and that's the way you still treat it.
Yeah.
You don't say I'm gonna do this sound or do that sound. You just do the sound, and whatever comes is comes.
And I get it. Like music, like hip hop, like there's no way to contain it. If it's gonna go a certain way, you can't hold it down because it has to evolve to keep
that part.
You know, to keep moving. You know, hip hop is like
it does.
It's like a form of energy.
No.
That you can't get in the way of it. You can't. There's no way to like block it. If it wants to sound like how it's sounding right now, that deep bass 808, like the way it's sounding right now, you gotta let it be. You gotta let it go.
Oh man.
But I'm saying like me, I just do Conejo, you know, and
perfect.
And when I'm saying that the homies went this way, and they looked at this as like that's the enemy. But the thing is that has to do with our like Southern California gangbang mentality. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And that we need an enemy.
Yeah.
And for some, the enemy was the East Coast.
Yeah.
When it comes even to something that's music, where really music is universal. You know, it's like mathematics was the language of the universe. You know.
Yeah, I'm getting excited. I love what you just said though right now. Real quick, CZ touched on it.
Yeah.
I think we've chopped it up. The music's gonna do what the music's gonna do. It's gonna. I just want to reiterate what he said because I feel exactly the way he does.
Yeah.
It's gonna go where it's gonna go. You can't control it, and that who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah.
That you know, he does his shit. But you know, it's gonna move. It has to evolve. It can't stay stagnant. It can't.
You know, sometimes it evolves and then it
back.
circles back and then it goes back out and it does something else again. That's
Exactly.
cool when that happens. When things like circle back for a little bit and then they go back out again.
And history always will repeat itself most of the time, right? It should.
And so going back to the reset, you asked about shooters. So you know, like me, I've always been an experimental dude when it comes to this music shit. I never
get on the mic, G.
I never been like one to like lock close myself off and this is me, that yo no salgo, you know. And I think that even with see, like for West Coast dudes, they look at Conejo as too banged out. He's gotta be over there with the Mexicans.
Okay.
The Chicanos.
All right.
But for the Chicanos, I'm too hip hop for them, so they don't really want to fuck. So I'm in this. I'm telling you.
I love this. Keep saying it though.
I was been in there from day one since I started dropping those 4-track demos in 1990.
Yeah.
I've always been in that.
You're kind of in a crosshair, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So it's been like a gift and a curse.
I got it.
But in the end, it's a gift because a lot of the homies they're fucking trendy. They'll jump on a fad, and when that fad's out of there, so are they.
Right.
And I'm still going. I'm still going, and it's not a problem for me. So comes the reset. We start working on the reset. I've been fucking with Prayers. You know, that's the homie, and we just thought it'd be a good idea. And it's crazy because the song that became Prayers, the shooter song, originally was on a reggaeton beat.
Okay.
We were experimenting. A lot of the songs on the reset, they went through like about 3 beat flips before they landed on the real one.
All right.
And then once the beat flip came, I was like, oh shit, it sounds industrial. It sounds tough. What if we pull Prayers into this shit? It'll be a cool little mashup. And then he came to the studio and, you know, he just came humble. He was wearing slippers, like
Yeah.
just chilling, you know, and we all started writing. Like it was like the collective that was in the studio. We all started writing, and that's how that song came. It's almost similar to like the Be Real song, Sinister Hill.
Yeah.
I already had did the
one.
Smoke Box. I already had did the Green Thumb Show. I already been fucking with Be Real, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
And had you did the Mug song already?
not yet. When I did the Be Real song first. Mugs came later.
Oh, okay.
That's a different thing.
No, I
right
love
there.
the whole vibe. But
And so le mando un mensaje al B, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Pull up on me, come fuck with me for the new album. And he's just like, he's Be Real's like humble as fuck, you know. And he came and the same thing. The collective came out and we all start writing, and B started writing his, and then you know this is the hook. And he's like, bet. And then he's, you know, because we spit the same hook, but he spits it, and then I spit the other half. But it's the same hook.
Hill, that's hard.
So he spit it, and then I spit it, and then you know, it's hard to believe, but there was no weed smoking in that session at all.
Yeah.
And this was like a 4-hour session. And like we did the song, recorded the song. David Ayer, director David Ayer, my boy was there. There's pictures of this. This, and so that whole like LA shit was like in the building, you know.
Nice, yeah.
And me, I've been inspired by Cypress Hill since I was a kid, you know, like
everybody.
I got Latin Lingo. Those is a cover to Latin Lingo from Sendog on their first album, you know. Yeah, and when I perform, I always do that Cypress beat. We ain't going out like that. So I was like, I remember going to my first fucking Cypress show at Casa Camino Real with the homies deep, 22 in my fucking shoe, all up in there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so they've been part of the LA culture, and they, you know, I mean, they've been part of the LA gang culture.
Yeah, no doubt.
Talking, you know.
Shit.
So
let's get into the mix real quick. I don't want to cut you off, but we have so much to say.
Yeah.
I need to get in. We need to get a little bit into the album.
Okay.
What song do you want to hear from the album?
Well, I brought 4 because we already dropped 4 singles. So the first single is we dropped Hometown, which is like sort of like a LA anthem type song.
Okay.
And you know me, I don't do that shit. For me to try to make a radio song is some corny ass shit. I mean, that shit'll sound whack. That one came organic.
Okay.
And you know, it's not that it's on the radio, but it has that feel good. It's like summer song and LA anthem. And
let's get into that one.
Let's get into that.
All right. Let's get into that one. Hometown. Conejo right here. Boombap meets the Gsh-t show. Conejo in the building. G-Rabs. What up, G?
What's happening?
We're right here.
Rabs in the building, Gsh-t.
We're talking about, we got him here. See, we're talking about the reset today, Friday, July 28th. Woo, it's coming out, y'all. We got the bangers.
How many times can we get an actual artist the day of, Gsh-t?
Oh, I love it, G. We got him here. We're excited. So we've been getting into the album. He's got, features with Prayers, Be Real. Shit, I mean, and he said this is his first album in 2 years.
Studio album, like when I say studio album, the homies go to the fucking studio and just jump on a beat and rap to it.
Get on the mic, please. Yeah.
You know, the homies, I do that.
Yeah.
Just jump, knock out songs. That's not a studio album.
I love
a studio album. I'm talking about musicians and
you really put your time
and like really get into it and come back and flip it and mix it and like a lot of like influences get brought in. That's a studio album to me.
I love it.
Not one night that I'm sipping Hennessy and that's it. That's the song. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I say like hip hop is hip hop. If that's the formula for that night, that's the formula. This album, it was like like Prime always says that I was like the guys like I was just like right there. I just went with the flow, you know. Whatever they had, there was no me resisting. Like nah, I was open to it. Everything, whatever they were like, what's up? Are you open to this?
So you have a whole team?
Yeah, I had a whole team. The team is called, my production team is called 3013. They've produced shit for the Black Eyed Peas, Nipsey, everybody.
Yeah,
everybody. And it's crazy because Okay, I started with DJ Motivate. That was my first producer. And DJ Motivate was the original producer and DJ for the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
So DJ Rick 1 comes up under Will.
Will I Am.
Will I Am.
All right.
Will 1X. That's how I met him. Will 1X
shit.
when he was signing Ruthless. Before he was signing Ruthless, that was already my boy.
Nice.
So
That's pretty hard.
So we all came under the same kind of family tree. But just one day I was at prayers. We're over there swimming and shit at his pad right here and down the street from here. And fucking I get home, I see a message and it's from DJ Rick 1 and he was like, "Hey, what's up? Come to the studio, knock out a song." And I told him my song. What's a song? I knock out EPs. I knock out albums. And he was like, "Prove it."
Damn.
So I was like, "All right,
crazy.
boom." Next thing you know,
That is crazy, huh? Shit,
You can't come to Conejo easy. You gotta be ready, G. You gotta be ready to step into you. That's dope.
I mean, I was probably on my ego shit too, But
That's hip hop too, though.
That's hip hop, right?
Yeah, he was like, pull up, and I came through, and we knocked out 5 songs that day.
Damn.
So, but from there it was like, why don't we just keep working and see what comes of it?
Yeah.
If it's what if we have an album? What if we have more? And we just started experimenting.
And that's dope as fuck. What determines what determines for you? Because you have so much, you do have a lot of jams, a lot of stuff out there. What determines that? Okay, this is, or I guess you say, okay, I'm gonna make a studio album, right? What determines that? Because I'm sure you got so much shit you can make albums for days, right? I'm saying you could put together albums if you wanted to.
Yeah, but this one is it's what's that word that Mr. Little One always uses? Symbiotic. Like this whole album connects.
Yeah.
This whole shit connects. It's like a movie. It's a little roller coaster ride. And then even the title, The Reset. That's like the soundtrack to my life because it's like I got a second chance at life.
Right.
I got a second chance at hip hop. I got a second chance at everything, and I had to reset, start all over. Came back, and I wanted to make a movie. I feel like now it's all about singles. It's not like back then, fucking
Well, because it's so fast paced, right?
It's so fast paced. Like back then, fucking Gangstar will drop an album, right?
Shit.
I'm sitting there cracking open the CD, reading. Okay, Premier worked on this one, and then he had this guy on it too.
Yeah.
And then Primo did, and I was always a Primo fan.
Oh hell yeah!
So
You're talking our language right now. Dude.
yeah, so I wanted to make an album, like something like
Something, yeah.
something with equity, something that you could hold on to,
Yeah, man. I mean, people love your stuff, but have they been receiving all the singles pretty good?
Yeah. No, they're just everything's just like how you said, everything's fast though.
Yeah, it is.
And everything's cool. Everybody's fucking with me. When the Shooter songs with prayers came out. There's always gonna be some negativity out there,
That's part of
but
it.
that's homies that they can't think out the box. No
Right?
matter if you fucking drag them out the box, them fools are fighting to jump back in that box,
Right?
And they don't know what it's like to fucking create, and to be in a room with other creators from different genres of music. They
I'm
just
right with you.
they think hip hop, the far as it goes, is a fucking chick that sings on the hook.
No, I got you. Yeah.
But they don't think let me get homeboy from Alien Ant Farm to come in here and
That's
fucking
hard, G.
get stupid on the bass line, and then
Well, you're an artist. You're a true artist. They're thinking more. They think you're thinking like this, super big,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You're an artist, G. That's what I wanted to say too. Is that is where you've evolved to. You're an artist now. Not saying before you weren't an artist, but where do you think you've been doing it a long time? Where do you think that you've really caught your, your main, evolved as an artist? Where do you think, what year, or when did you, you've been doing it for a while, but you're not as dope as you were now.
When did
There's
you
no
reach
way.
that next level?
Yeah.
When did you reach it?
Thanks.
I think that shit started happening in different parts of my life.
Yeah.
Because I was already working with live musicians when I was on the run.
Yeah.
I did that. I did a
Shit.
rock EP while I was on the run, some Rage Against the Machine shit. I did an EP like that already. I've been fucking with musicians outside of just make a beat, but bring some other dudes in and just make this shit you know, let's make it something.
Make it something
just
bigger,
that.
right?
And right now I'm at the point where like, okay, fools, they're on some like, yeah, it's all about that quick fix, something that's gonna get them streams and looks, and I don't even care about that anymore. I'm creating art. Even if you watch all the videos I've been dropping,
that's fucking dope.
Every single video that we've been dropping, we've been creating art. Like, you know, the homies, nothing wrong with it again, but it's like you're watching the same video over and over with the homie fucking in front of the car with a bitch with ass bouncing, and the squad like around them and posted up, and it's like that's cool.
How many times have we seen that though?
That's cool. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking about that. We're already like, because we've been on movie sets. We've been around directors, so we're thinking like. When we're shooting, we're thinking cinematic. We're like, this video's gotta be a fucking like a short film type vibe, you know?
No, I know you've been doing.
Real quick, G, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
Does being in films, does that help you perform or help bring your videos to the next level? You feel?
I think so, because like okay, Prime mostly shoots all my shit, right? If I'm on the set, Prime's gonna be on. If I got a gig on the set, I'm gonna have Prime there too, you know? And we mingle with these directors, and we pick up on the way they're doing it and the way shots are shot, and I think that, you know, that starts becoming part of you too, you know?
Rubs off.
And it's at the end of the day, it's like for the end result. Yeah, okay, we got a dope ass album, but these videos gotta be fucking like, they gotta be
next level too, right?
Thought provoking and oh shit, this fool's like when we did the prayers, you know, everybody was just, you know, if you see the way we're dressed, I'm over here with the fucking black fur coat with the fucking feather hanging off my ear, red, you know, burgundy bandana, fucking boots, no shirt. Prayers is, you know, gothic as fuck, and even the villain video, fucking leather jacket, live band rocking in it, and we're acting. We're actually like, there's acting in the video, so it's not just all just like rapping and you know what I'm saying? Like, which is nothing wrong with it again, but I'm creating art, you know. They could do that, I'm gonna create art. Which is art. Their shit could be art too, you know.
But it shows, G, your work ethic and the way you come about it, your presentation, your performance, it comes through. We saw you at Chicano Fest in Dago. You fucking busy. Ripped it, G. That's a performer. That's that next level shit.
That's the artist.
What we're tapping
That's
in.
The artist shit.
Even that, me performing with a live band, you know, like, you know, some fools are like, what the fuck is that? Some rock and roll shit? Like,
that shit's hard. What are you talking about?
Take it wrong, but la neta, that shit's like,
that's the next level shit.
You guys experienced this. So
I love it.
That's it.
Yeah,
you know, I had everything was there. It was still hip hop. I still had my DJ Rick One was right there. But now I just had live instruments, you know, and it just made it sound that much fucking harder, you know?
Oh, that show was amazing. Hey, dude, real quick, have you ever had acting classes?
You know what?
I mean, because before you are getting gigs, like, do these gigs just come to you, or you're trying to get them, or a little bit of both? I'm just interested.
They like reach out to me, but like when I did the tax collector, I had no experience, but like when they gave me the role, but then right from there they got me an acting coach.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then I was doing rehearsals with all the actors like for months.
Yeah.
And then after that, I do take classes all the time here and there. Like, you have to. It's a craft. It's like music. You know, you gotta like
I believe
you gotta be able to go there too, you know? It's like you go there with the music, you gotta in acting, you gotta, you know, fools don't think that I'm an actor, so that means I'm just gonna be a fucking bald head cholo in every scene. Like you know, that's lame to me. You know, like I'm not trying to be that.
To me too,
I wanna play like this. I did this movie in Colombia recently. It's called Dominique. I play a cop in that movie, a Colombian cop.
Yeah,
that's hard.
But it's still fucking lit. Like I'm over here, like I blow the op is on the inside of the house, and I get a RPG and blow her ass right through the door. You know,
that's so hard.
So, you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool to like, cause you know when you make like the reset, like. You know, you're gonna hear the different songs. There's songs that are very personal on that album.
Okay.
Like Hometown is a personal song, but there's another song called Momento.
Momento.
like a memento, and it's real personal, you know. And
That's
then
dope.
the last song on the album is called Hope, but it's an acronym. It means heaven's open, please enter.
Oh shit!
And it's a personal song, you know. It's about like
went
real
deep.
shit,
Yeah,
life
yeah.
shit, you know, about my journey. But then I got songs that are real dark because in my journey there was a lot of darkness. I got a song called Espíritu Santo, fucking savage. And
Espíritu Santo.
Espíritu Santo.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, there's a song on there called 15 Years, which it's a true story. It's about a high-speed chase I had in Mexico con la PGR and the FBI. So it's like, so I'm telling you, the album's like,
It's like it's your life.
it's my life, you know,
Damn.
and
Reset, guys.
reset.
That's hard.
Let's get into it. We'll get into another song and
Okay,
shit.
the next song we're
Let's
gonna
do
play
it.
is
What do we-
Shooters featuring my boy Prayers.
Eso. We got Conejo in the building. What up, Conejo?
What's happening?
What up, G-Rabs? I like G-Rabs. I like that.
G-Rabs. Hey, look, trip out on this.
I like that. The G-Rabs. That shit's hard.
This is how all the fucking aliases came. I don't know if I mentioned this before. When I was on the run, I had called this homie, right? He was a rapper. He already passed away. I'm not really gonna say his name, but
Okay.
but I le marco, right? And I told him, hey, I got an album, but I want to trade it for a kilo. Because
I like this.
You know, and
Keep going.
he laughed just like you. That fool started laughing. He's
Keep
like,
going,
man, you
keep
a fool.
going.
You in big trouble. You on the run. They want you, and you over here trying to like trade an album for a bird.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, and then you know, I feel like como que he wasn't biting. So I was like, fool, I'll do it for half a bird. It's right there. I'll have someone drop it off. He was just like, he was kind of like, I don't know what he looked like because I was on the phone, but I'm sure he was probably like nodding his head like, man,
That's crazy.
this fool's a fool, you know?
Yeah.
And then he told me, Amory told me, he goes, man, food for thought. Why don't you just change your name?
Right?
And I thought like, you know, I used to always like Conejo, Boss of Bosses. I had names like the Fallen Angel, Angel of Death. I was already using aliases.
Wow.
But when he told me that, I was just like, hey, you know what? And that's when I came with like C-Rock. I started using C-Rock.
Okay.
And then G-Rabs.
G-Rabs, I
And
like
then
G-Rabs.
a bunch of them, C-Loco. And I just like, if you hear the music, I got a bunch of aliases. So I had fun with it. But I didn't change Conejo. I was like, nah, I just add to it. It's like, it's almost like
Yeah, that's you. Conejo's you.
like with all these names it's like another persona.
Yeah, right?
Still like, you know.
That might be the greatest story I ever sees on
That
our
was
show.
pretty fire, G.
You know what I
The
mean?
fucking bird, yo. That's hard.
Did we get the bird or we didn't?
I didn't get it from him.
I didn't get it from him.
I didn't get it from him. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. But let's get back. Let's give real quick. I wanted to say, and I thought it was dope as hell. You did go to Colombia, right?
I did a Colombia.
How was that, G? Like, how was that out there?
It's fucking dope.
Yeah?
See, the thing, Colombia's just like Mexico.
Is it?
And yup, it looks just like Mexico. It's like,
How did people treat you?
Colombians are fucking beautiful people.
Yeah?
They're like before I left, I remember my pops was like, hey, ten mucho cuidado, no andes diciendo más de más. Like, don't be talking more than you have to. Just be real careful because
gotta move a
fucking
certain-
Colombia's lit and what they do have in Colombia, they have jack boys, like they cell phone jackers. Like they'll pull up on the motorcycle,
yeah?
hey, dame el teléfono.
Oh shit! I hear
They on some shit like that, you know. But I didn't experience that, you know. They over there, like when you're like, let's just say you're posted on the corner and you're using your brand new iPhone 14. If someone like knows what's up, they'll tell you, hey, estás dando mucha papaya. That means you trying to flex.
You're being too loud, huh?
Yeah, being too loud. You the jack boy, that motorcycle circling the block, that little moped's about to pull up on your ass. But Colombia, man, you know and I don't know. I was in Bogota. That's the capital.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like they love Mexicans. I mean, where the people I was around, they love Mexicans and the Mexican culture. De hecho, there's this base camp. That's like where they park all the trucks, where wardrobe, where you eat. You know, where the set is. And we were shooting in this like neighborhood that looked like a Brazilian favela. The same shit, like a shanty.
Yeah.
You know, some are real houses, some will be like a makeshift piece of a garage door mixed with some other shit. Like it's a shanty, you know? And fucking, but it was peaceful. Right across the street from base camp, there was a bar, but that bar opened up on Friday, so we had been shooting there for like 2 days, and on that third day it was that Friday.
It was Friday.
And then, like, let's just say this is the bar, and I'm down there, down the street, like where that black car is, way down there.
Okay.
And I walk from there to the base camp, but I could hear Ramon Ayala.
Oh, shit.
I could hear Vicente Fernandez loud as fuck, and I'm like, who the fuck playing that?
Right.
I could hear Los Tigres, Los Cadetes, and I'm like,
And that was the bar.
so I'm like, then I go up in the bar and I tell the dude, hey, ¿por qué pura música mexicana? ¿Qué onda? He's like, este bar, that's all we play.
Oh shit.
Damn.
And one of the guys from production was telling me, one of the producers from the movie was telling me that, like, people that are like well off, that the Mexican culture has influenced Colombia so much de que cuando se muere alguien en Colombia, les llevan el mariachi.
Wow.
As they're, you know, putting them down into the ground. So
That's deep.
and you know, being in Colombia kind of reminded me when I first went on the run in Mexico.
Oh shit.
I was just like walking around, like just like kind of like exploring, you know, like damn, like what's up right here, and you know, like
That's pretty cool, man. Shit. I mean, because a lot of people, and that's what's dope, that you went this far. I mean, you've been a lot of places that no one's even been to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's, I just want to wrap it up real quick. And nothing against nobody, G, but that's the difference between, you know, like you and people that don't, they just see rap. You've seen the world and you're an artist. You see it different, but people can't see it different because they're just
They don't leave.
Yeah, they don't leave.
they don't leave, and that's the thing. I mean, it's
They
not
just
their
think
fault.
it's one thing.
Yeah.
But it's no, dude. I'm trying to show you the whole picture, the big picture, and you can see it. You've always been able to see it, but a lot of people just won't never see it. They can't think out the box. You know what I mean?
No, I've been in Mexico, in places in Mexico, where there'll be a big ass fucking Tupac mural,
Yeah.
and it's like, damn, let's trip out on these fools.
Right.
Like they don't care about the politics, que Biggie, que Suge, que
they just-
Puffy. They don't care about that.
They
It's
just like the music.
It's about the energy that Pac let off, and it's about hip hop, you know, and
That's what I'm
and
talking
how, and then you know, in these countries like Mexico, Colombia, man, like they're into hip hop. They're into battle rap.
Are
These
they?
fools fucking battle rap, like stupid crazy. Like they're like they're just into the culture, you know.
They love it,
They're-
right?
Yeah, they're into it, and everywhere I've gone, I've always looked for it. You know,
That's
you look
dope,
for it.
yeah.
You look for your people.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hip hop community, you know.
Did they
That's the
trip
shit.
out on you over there?
Yeah. Do they?
Nah, honestly, like if you know me, I'm kind of like you know easy going, and I fuck with everybody, and I like to
Yeah.
clown and I fuck with everybody, and they just they embrace you, you know, like okay, this fool's cool. He don't think he's Hollywood or nothing. This fool's like, you know, he's humble.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he's down to earth. He's not all fucking extra or trying to act bougie because he's on a fucking movie. Nah, like I'll be right there on the set, and I'll fucking walk down the street, and I'll fucking from the dude on the corner buy him those empanadas.
Yeah.
They got some fire ones with carne molida and papa on the inside. They got some. Man, Colombia got some food. They got some food out
I'm gonna go to
there.
the Escala right now.
Hey, shout out to OG Chino. Hey, like I said, OG Chino started my whole shit.
Nice.
Everything with that. I was already rapping when
That's hard.
I went to that party in my neighborhood, and his girl was there with her homegirls. They were from West Side Easy Riders, and she came. She gave me that card. This is like 90 or early 90, maybe 90, about to be 91. He gave me that card, B-Boy Records.
Okay.
But that was his record shop on Slauson.
Yeah.
And she's like, call him. I called him like 2-3 days later. He's like, come down, rap for me. I go down to the loft area in downtown to motivate some loft, and they got me there fucking rapping for hours. Chino and Motivate. And then when I leave, I'm like, hey,
dope.
but how do I make a fucking beat? Like I just wanna stop rapping to fucking instrumentals.
Yeah, right? You want some real shit.
Yeah, and they were like, you just gotta buy some equipment. How much? $3K. Fuck it. 211 in progress. But it was an investment into my hip hop legacy, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Allegedly.
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 That's hard, G.
That's at 9. That's at 9.
I love it. I love it. Where are we at, Steve?
9.
We're at 9. Shit, it goes too fast. So Reset is the new album.
Out today.
Out today.
On Spotify, Napster,
Yeah.
Tidal,
All that
Apple
shit, man.
Music. Like, stream that shit. You know, take a step back from everything and listen to an album. It's like I remember when I was out here hustling fucking CDs on the street. I'll hit all the fucking swap meets, and I was always hit the Rhodium last. I would do this big old circle, and then the Rhodium was last. And then when we would leave, we like roll up a joint, and we throw on that Black Star.
Oh, that's hard.
And then, you know, and just knock that Black Star CD.
That's it.
And just like hear the whole album, you know, like. So hopefully, like everybody out there watching this interview and that is already fucking with me, they'll get to like go on a drive, go to here to San Diego, go from here to up to fucking Frisco, Sacramento, and play the whole Reset on your drive.
Push play, Gaf stuff.
Push
Just
play,
gotta
huh?
push play.
Push play.
I think I'm gonna fucking barbecue this fucking weekend and push play.
You gotta do
push
it, right?
play.
Push
Yeah.
play.
You know what I mean?
And big ups, G, on your remix with Coyote.
Oh, with Coyote from
That shit was-
Hometown. Yeah.
My bad. I'm gonna buy that. I just got to hear just a little bit of that shit was fire, G.
That shit, we've been knocking out shows with
Is
them,
that-
so it makes sense. You
Is
know?
that the remix?
The remix, yeah, with them on it for Hometown.
And that's on Reset or no?
It's nah, but
No.
I mean, I
No,
might
it's all good,
once
it's all
once I drop the deluxe, I'm gonna have it on the deluxe because
shit-
that only makes sense, you know.
That shit was fire, G. I thought, so, man, I'm fired up about it, G. Well, fucking, we got the album out it's today. Shit, I am super excited. You got anything, C's?
Yeah, just so the typical shit. So where the listeners can tap in and follow you. Where are they gonna
Yeah,
follow you?
on
at,
all
G?
DSPs, all digital streaming platforms. Conejo the Reset, and you know, don't take my word for it. Just fuck with it. You know, go on this little journey with me, which is my journey, and some hip hop shit. It's for the culture. You know, this is not for fucking streams or views or likes or none of that. This is for the culture, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
You put a stamp on it, Gaf. Drop the
Yeah.
mic, yo.
I fucking love it, yo.
Salute to you, G.
Thank you, Conejo, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming down.
Yeah,
I
thank
hope
you
had
guys.
I hope you had a good time. We had a great time. Hopefully it's not the last time. Boombap
Nah,
meets the
hell
G
nah.
shit show.
Yeah.
Conejo G Rabs in the building. Thank you, brother. Reset.
SK Mob. Hey, what's up, y'all? This G Rabs. Boombap meets the G shit. SK Mob's in the motherfucking building.